Welcome to the Board Game Snobs podcast. Critically harsh reviews with a touch of class.
Yes. Thank you, Nigel. We're going to do our top 10 list. We may have to break this up into 2 episodes so that we can fully discuss our top 10. Right?
Correct.
Correct. We forgot to plug ourselves. We're supposed to plug ourselves.
Who are you?
I know who I am. Who are you?
Who am I?
Gobby.
You're Jerry.
You're Gobby. And we're the Board Game Snobs. boardgamesnobs.com, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on... what
everywhere.
else? LinkedIn.
We are everywhere.
MySpace.
We're omnipresent.
Still got MySpace.
YouTube.
Well, what, not really.
Yeah, it is.
We have it, but there's
It posts us to Board Game Snobs on YouTube.
But there's nothing on there.
Yes, there is.
What have you been posting?
Every time I post one, it goes directly to YouTube.
I should check.
Especially since it went to Podbean. You should know your accounts.
I should check my.
You should know what we do.
Whatever. Anyways, follow us, love us,
okay,
like
so
us.
you know who does the posting. It was Bubba, but it's gone to me because I was more familiar with Podbean, and Bubba's busy.
Bubba's busy. Busy Bubba. Let's get on to our top 10. All
Okay.
right, first off, I got some rules.
Did we? Okay.
I've got some rules. One, I have a list of what I think is your top 10.
Okay. You did all? You think you did all of my top 10?
I put 10. I didn't know in certain order except for one.
Okay.
I think I know what your number 1 is.
Okay.
That's it. But the rest are just scrambled.
Unless you've changed, I'm pretty sure of your number 1.
Probably.
Okay.
I have not posted, for instance, TI4 will not be on this list because I've only played it once. I enjoyed it. And because of that, I didn't put it on the list just because I felt like I was torn between it and another game.
Okay.
And so I went back and forth between that. And so I didn't want to put similar games. You make that
so
right.
are you saying...
There are no 7 Wonders, then 7 Wonders duel on this.
I
is what I'm
understand
saying.
that.
Okay.
But I have a game on here I've only played one time.
That's fine. I don't care about it.
Okay.
That's up to you, but my games have been vetted. Mine are quality.
False. If I know what your number 1 is.
You don't know who I play games with.
Okay, fine.
Just because you had a bad experience one time.
So this is not top 10 of 2017 because that ship has sailed.
That ship has sailed. This is 2018. We're in the future.
We're already 2 months in. It's been a while since we recorded. Sorry.
Yeah. All you people in Singapore.
Sorry, dear listeners.
The,
And Australia.
The 34 people in Singapore who download this podcast.
And they check out our website pretty good,
We're
too.
really big in Singapore. Shout out to all you Singaporeans.
Hey. And Australia.
I don't have an Australian voice.
I do.
Do it.
But it might be offensive.
Do it.
Hello. No, wait. That's just Cockney.
That's Cockney.
But no, Austria. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
First off, that's Australia. Austria's next to Germany.
That's Dumb and Dumber.
You've missed.
That's a Dumb and Dumber reference. Come on.
I missed the boat there.
Yeah.
Let's do Jim Carrey movies.
No,
Our
we need
top
Kevin
21.
Costner. Top 10 Kevin Costner movies. Number 10.
Number 10.
Waterworld.
No, my number 10 game.
Oh.
There's going to be a theme here with my number 10,
Okay.
my number 9,
Okay.
and my number 8. My number 10.
Wait.
Wait for it.
Okay. Go.
Shogun.
Wow.
I love Shogun. It is an old game. I like the battle mechanism of just throwing cubes in that little cube tower of death, letting them roll out. I like the planned movement. I like that the overall game play is particularly simple,
Yeah.
but yet there's a lot of strategy to it.
Uh,
It's probably the oldest game on my list.
one of the longest, too.
Yeah, I really enjoy Shogun.
Shogun, I had it as my number 18.
Whatever.
I did.
Go ahead.
Shogun, a designer.
Is it Dern?
Close. You mixed the 2 names up. Dirk Hen.
Dirk Hen. I like Dirk Hen.
Dirk Hen.
Thank you, Mr. Hen.
3 to 5 players, Queen games.
Like one of the few Queen games I like.
Uh,
No. Queen games.
I have a Queen game we have yet to play.
Armageddon.
Oh, yeah, that too. I have 2 Queen games we have yet to
And
play.
Lancaster.
Lancaster.
We need to play Lancaster. Move on. Do your number 10, sir.
Well, I too like Shogun. I like the Cube Tower, but it's not my number 10. I'm just saying. I like Shogun. It's a little long for me.
It is long.
After those, you played the 10 cards, your 10 actions. How many actions do you play?
There's a lot.
10?
Like
Is it 10?
I think it's like
Yeah. Like
8 or
round.
10. I can't remember.
How many players do you think that's best at?
3 or 4.
We played with 5, and it was
3 or 4.
it was torturous.
Not the full complement.
It was a lot. They should have did that like in 3 rounds instead of 4.
The 4 years, yeah. It's
4
kind of
years.
tiresome.
It's a long game, good game. Okay, I'll allow it.
All right. Thank you, sir. You're number 10.
My number 10 is a more recent game. And actually, it may have been one. No, you mentioned it in our 2017 games. I bought it, and I immediately bought the expansion, which provided things for Jerry to paint.
Oh.
I like Anachrony.
That's a good game. It's very complicated. Lots of little bits and pieces.
It is
Some fine
a
miniatures.
lot of bit and pieces.
Some fine miniatures.
The miniatures are very nice. Jerry painted them all, and they look really good. Jerry's first paint job.
Mm-hmm.
You practiced on the, what'd you call them? The solo stuff?
The solo stuff, the Autobots. I messed
Practiced
them
on
up.
the Autobots.
bad.
Are they called Autobots?
I don't know. I just like calling that. Every time I soloed that
Automobots?
game. Every time I sold that game, I call them Autobots. I don't know what they
That makes
are.
sense. Automobots.
But they have a weird pale face on the front that's kind of like creepy, like Westworld looking thing. And I painted them
Where'd you
weird,
paint them?
like silverish, and I tried to have like a pale face, and it didn't turn out. They ended up looking like Cher. What a it came out pretty bad.
I believe in life after love.
Yep. Thank you for that. You've
You're
offended
welcome.
Austrians, Cockneys,
share lovers?
and share lovers alike.
I think I did a pretty good job.
Pretty nice. Number 9.
Anachrony. See, I'm trying to give more attention to these games. You like to blast through this stuff. I'm trying to give the people a little something.
Substance.
Anachrony? Substance. Yeah, that's what we're given. And also vocabulary.
Yeah.
Designer Richard Amon.
He liked us on Instagram once.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Victor Peter.
I don't remember him.
I think David Turksey is like the solo guy.
Maybe that's that guy. Good job on that, by the way.
And then the artist. I like Anachrony a lot. It does have a bunch of little pieces. A bunch of little pieces. But the you know what term we use all the time? Iconography. The pictures that tell you what to do.
Yeah.
They're really good.
They are. They're actually really good.
And they're not it's not like you have to keep referring to the rule book.
No.
Once you learn it, it's done.
Whoever did that and the art. Bravo.
Yeah, it's good.
Bravo.
Anachrony, you're basically trying to get off the planet for, well, see, we could go through a whole thing of explaining the game.
I'm not
or are we just
trying
going
to
to say the name of the game?
I'm saying the name of the game. Anachrony. It's your number 10.
If
Congratulations.
you know what Anachrony is, well, there you go. There it is. If you don't know what it is, well, I guess good luck to you. Look it up.
That's what board game geek
Jerry's
is.
wanting to fly through
I'm
these.
not trying to fly through them.
Well, we are so far. I don't know. Anachrony. Okay, what does that tell me? It's a worker placement game.
Right. With a bunch of little pieces.
You go back in time. It's got a time travel aspect. You can send your stuff back in time.
It's like credit.
Yes.
They didn't have
It's
credit.
a loan.
They didn't have credit back then.
It's a loan.
And
Back then, you mean in the future?
Yeah. And if you can't, well, we don't know.
Back to the future.
We could be in their future.
This is it. Long time ago in a galaxy far away. Is that here?
Probably.
We don't know.
No.
We don't know where it's at.
Truth be told, if you don't pay back what you send forward, that phrase is actually correct.
Mm-hmm.
In Anachrony, it causes what's it called? A
Paradox.
Paradox. And we don't like paradoxes.
It's true.
They're bad. Can't be two things at once.
Okay, Anachrony is complicated to explain, so just look it up on Board Game Geek.
But it's good. It's good. A simple game.
We ought to do a review on that someday, like a full-blown review where we go into details, explicit details.
Talking about explicit details.
Okay, go.
And a game that I like.
Number 9. Let's see. Your number 10 was what? I don't forget.
Shogun.
Shogun.
Keeping with my Chinese theme.
Wait. Chinese theme. Interesting.
Shogun's Japan, by the way.
Oh, that's offensive.
Oh, well, keeping with a
Asian
theme.
Okay. Kanagawa.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Chinatown.
Oh my God.
The greatest and purest negotiation game of all time. Now, let me tell you about Chinatown.
Because I ain't gonna tell him nothing.
Gobby hates it. Reason he hates it, it is the purest negotiation game ever made. If you like negotiating,
Stick with that. You gonna stand on that hill?
I am.
The purest negotiation game
Ever. That's why it's done. That's why everybody loves it. Z-Man games. Even the instructions say you put the board up and then anything goes. You're just wheeling and dealing, trying to get a hold of properties, a hold of buildings, what you need to make resources. You assign your own value to things. You're trying to build a business, but you have to buy these certain properties, these lots on these blocks, and everybody's in your way. You're willing to deal with
you buy
everybody.
them simply by negotiating the price, right?
Yes, it's wonderful. I love that game.
Okay, here's my deal.
Love it. Negotiation.
And this happens to me before.
Oh, you played it
this
once.
This has happened. Yes, I played it one time.
Yeah.
I won.
You won, yeah.
Not by any skill of my own, just because you and Bubba were fighting each other.
Right.
And I made deals to the left, to the right, to
Bubba's my mortal enemy.
Us little people. We were just dealing with each other. You and Bubba were like a big display of negotiation. And I ended up having more money, and I won.
The reason for
and
that...
I hate the game because I suck at negotiating. But yet I won. But yet y'all were focused on each other too much.
Right. That was our mistake. That was not the fault of the game. And that's why I love the game. It punishes poor plays. It punishes players who don't pay attention.
But that's my deal. Like a negotiating game, you are an excellent negotiator. You, Jerry Baker.
I am awesome.
I'm glad you. Yes, you are. I suck at it. So you should win.
No, not necessarily. Because not only is it a negotiation game, it's an economic game. And we were funneling you money because you had prime properties. We weren't paying attention to how much money you had. And me and Bubba were so close-minded that we weren't watching your competition. Any good businessman will tell you have to watch your competition. We didn't watch it. We didn't pay attention. You were the Kmart.
Little man rose to the top.
And you rose to the top.
Well, Sam Walton. Just
Kmart's a bad example. They're out of business. Target.
No, Walmart.
Target. No.
Sam Walton was a country boy from Arkansas.
You sound like
who was worried about him?
Nobody.
Yeah, I was born in Arkansas.
He put out Waldorf's.
Howdy, Pilgrim.
Right.
Walters.
Waldorf's. What was the name of that store that was popular back in the turn of the century? Waldorf's. I can't remember.
Is it on a PBS show or something?
It was on. Oh brother, where art thou?
Waldorf?
No, Waldorf's. That's a salad and a hotel. Excellent salad. Apple salad. Ward? Apple salad. Huh? What?
Montgomery Ward?
No, they went out of business too.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't remember. You're number 9, sir.
My number 9. A game you're very fond of by J. Alex Kevern by Tasty Minstrel Games. A worker placement. Any ideas? Tasty Minstrel. Worker placement.
By who?
J. Alex, I think it's Kevern.
Is it Orleans?
No.
Is it Guilds of London?
No.
Oh, Gold West.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Gold West. Yes. That barely missed my list.
Really?
Barely.
You talk about Gold West like it's your favorite. One of your favorites.
Let me tell you right now. If you're listening to this, go buy Gold West. It's one of the greatest games ever made. It was like my number 11. I fought back and forth of putting
it. That breaks my heart that's not in your top 10.
The only reason that I fall out of love with it, and quite frankly, it's like my 10.5. It's like it almost wedged out Shogun. I love Gold West. The worker placement, the economy of it, it is kind of a point salad, and I don't like those. But I love the modular board. If you're listening to this and you have any money, ignore everything else that's going on in the board game world. Go buy Gold West. You will not be disappointed if you are a Euro player. It is an excellent game. It is. When I play that game, it makes me think it's like it's a Stefan Feld game, but lighter. Super easy to learn.
Worker placement?
Great rule book.
Moncala?
I don't like Moncalas, and I like this. Nobody likes Moncalas, do they?
I think it's interesting, but we've never played like the Moncala of Moncala. Okay, on Cool Stuff, it's out of stock.
Ooh.
So it may not.
No, you can get Gold West somewhere. Surely, you must be joking.
I'm not joking. And don't call me Shirley. See, I get your references. Your old references. Do kids nowadays even know what that is?
I actually did have Gold West on your list. I'll check that off.
Did you really?
I had it as your number 10.
Okay. I've done Guess Kanagawa. Is that on yours?
No.
Is that too small for you?
Excellent game. Excellent light game by Bruno Cathala that was overlooked last year. Kanagawa. All right, my number 8. My number 8. Keeping with the Asian theme. Would you like to take a guess?
Yes, I would.
It's not here.
It's not here?
Mm-mm.
Is it a solo?
Nope. It can be.
Asian theme. I got too many.
The only Uwe Rosenberg game I like.
Oh, Gates of Loyang.
Gates of Loyang.
Okay.
Uwe
I'll
Rosenberg
allow that.
does a fine job on the agriculture games, and I think that Agricola, Caverna, they all get a lot of love. Everybody misses the point, though, that Gates of Loyang is one of the tightest and most well-designed games that he ever put out. I love it. I love the artwork on it. I love the theme of it. I love just how difficult it is to score points and how to manage everything, and I love the solo to it. Gates of Loyang. It'll always be on my list.
I played that one time with you. Enjoyed it very much. Very good.
Economic vegetables. Selling vegetables have never been so fun. You're actually selling vegetables.
I do like the little field it gives you. You're playing all your stuff in that field.
Yeah. You're selling
I wish
vegetables
we
at the
could- we
gate
should
of
play that more
Loyang.
often.
We do need to play it more often. It's on my list. Number 8, Gates of Loyang.
Number 8, Gates of Loyang.
Your number 8,
that is Shogun,
Chinatown. Gates of
Gates of
Loyang.
Loyang.
That's
I appreciate
that's
that.
my Asian trifecta.
I looked on Miniature Market. Gold West is out. So
People get on Amazon right now because once the word gets out, everybody in Singapore.
once our Board Game Snobs podcast gets out, it's going to be a gold
Gold
rush.
Rush. Segue.
Okay, I've had Anachrony. I've had Gold West. My number 7 is controversial.
Ooh.
When it came out,
Mombasa.
yes.
Oh, rats. I meant to put that on here and I didn't write it down. Yes, Mombasa. Again, Alexander Pfister, right?
Alexander Pfister.
Probably. All right, I'm going to go out on a limb and tell you right now.
You tell me about my number 7.
It's. I can
ahead.
tell you now. I can.
Jerry has the floor.
It is better than.
Great Western Trail.
Better.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Love it. Love Mombasa. Do not know why people lose their mind over Great Western Trail and ignore the.
Mombasa has, you know how they talk about different paths to victory?
Right.
It's got it.
It's got it.
4-player, area
It is area control.
control,
Influence type thing.
stock market,
I love the stock market.
different paths to victory. It is an excellent game. Great Western Trail is all that ever gets talked about.
But Mombasa,
That's all we ever hear about. Which we played at BGG this year.
didn't like it.
And it just we didn't get it. I mean, it was fine,
I'd rather play Mombasa.
but Mombasa is better.
Terrible, terrible rule book in my opinion. Watch John Gets Games.
John
playthrough.
Gets Games will clarify the game for you. Like I watched that and I didn't even read the rule book.
Love you, John.
We do. And we hope your pledge drive goes well.
All right, my number 7.
I was going to mention Oh My Goods
What
by
about
Alexander
Oh My Goods?
Pfister.
Oh, that's another excellent game.
I know.
It also has a nice solo
Which
version.
also doesn't get much talk about. Great Western Trail, the game we don't like, gets all the attention. Whereas Oh My Goods, which is a great multiplayer game, as well as a solo with the
Longsdale.
Longsdale
They're
expansion.
they're coming up with another expansion as well.
Jerry is a fan of the expansion.
I am very good.
I've never played it.
It's very good.
You
For
tend
solo
to. Sometimes you take my stuff,
Don't
you
give
play it,
back.
and don't
I
give it
seize
back.
I seized it, and I never give it back.
Insider, I bought $25 down the tubes because Jerry borrowed it and hasn't given it back yet.
Not worth your time. It's just 20 questions.
I understand that, but we literally played it the other day, and I just
You played it, and you didn't have to buy
I
it.
didn't have the box.
Why didn't you just play it?
Because I need the words. I need ideas for words. I'm not good with words.
It's called a thesaurus.
I think I looked up some PDFs online. And it just gave me some words to go with.
My number 7 is out of print. It's very expensive to buy.
Forbidden Stars.
Excellent. I love Forbidden Stars. If I'm going to play a space game and I only got 2 players or 3 players, this is the game. It's long, it's drawn out. The one thing that it doesn't have, that doesn't push it up, is that there is practically no negotiation in it because you don't need to negotiate. It's all about just throwing down. And if you want to throw down, you want a good old-fashioned fight, Forbidden Stars. I think that's Secret Cabal. It's up there on his list too, on Jamie's.
I heard him talking about it the other day,
Yeah, I
but
think it's like his number 2 or number 3. Love Forbidden Stars.
they were talking about how you don't hear about it no more.
You don't.
But that was mainly because it's out of print.
Well, it's out of print, but also Games Workshop and
And the two companies
Fantasy Flight
diverged.
Split. They didn't do the expansions like they were planning on.
That one I played only once with you. I enjoyed it. It is a good space game. Not everything needs a negotiation, Jerry.
I remind myself of that.
Okay.
What is your... Oh, yeah, and if you can get it, because it will never come back. What is your number 7, Gabi?
No.
Does
My number 7 was Mombasa.
No, wait, what was your number 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 was Gold West. Wait. Oh, I've gotten out of... all my stuff's been wrong. Because it ranked them, because apparently like some of these tied. So, okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was wrong. I left out my number 10.
What was your number 10?
Number 9 was Anachrony. Number 8, Gold West. 7, Mombasa.
Okay.
Number 10. Let me start off with number 10. A recent purchase that we instantly fell in love with.
Ooh. Lorenzo?
Not a recent game, a recent purchase.
Oh, recent purchase, Barony?
Yes.
I had that on the list. Why is that not higher? Because you lose every game?
Because false. I won the first game I played.
We didn't understand the rules.
You always forget the games I win, and then when I do win, you assign some random reason as to why it must have happened.
We played it wrong.
What did we play wrong?
Oh, now you're acting like you don't know.
What did we play wrong?
We played it wrong. We played the scoring wrong. You cannot dump
We
all
play
your
lots
points.
of games wrong.
Whatever. Barony.
I won.
Barony's up higher on my list. Talk about Barony because I love it.
You want me to talk about
Talk about it. Tell me about it. Preach.
it? Preach. Mark Andre.
Love you. What? Wait. Okay. Mark Andre, the individual that cursed us with Splendor,
Yes.
which we hate,
Yes.
but also has given us this. What is this game called? This game that I'm
Majesty of the Realm.
Majesty of the Realm from
Or
Z-Man
For the
Games.
Realm. Is it For the Realm or of
For
the
the
Realm?
Realm. Majesty for the Realms from Z-Man, which I'm currently looking at the rule book on that we're about to play when we're done with this podcast.
More tokens.
Yeah.
More poker chips.
More poker chips. I hate Splendor with a passion, but don't hold that against him. The best game, Mark Andre. Mark Anthony,
Cleopatra's lover or Jennifer Lopez's lover?
Mark Andre.
Oh, okay.
The best game he ever made was Barony.
Yes.
Awesome game.
So far.
You need to have that game in your
We have yet to
collection.
play Majesty for the Realm, but it
You
seems
need to have Barony. Barony and Gold West need to be in your collection no matter what.
Barony is
So simple.
it is so simple
4 pages of rules.
that you simply have like
Modular board.
a few actions, and of those actions, you either move or build.
Right.
That's all you do.
Pretty much.
Literally, move or build. But with those actions, there's much in between. It's
Area
because
control.
it's area control. You can attack people. You can set up your fortresses. It's a knights and fortresses and castles kind of game. And you have this modular board you set up. You put a certain amount out there to start off with, and then you just expand.
It's like playing chess with 4 people. I love it. And there's an expansion for 5, which we don't have.
Yeah.
My number 6, you're not going to like.
Number 6, Cosmic Encounter.
Exactly. You know me too well.
Because it's negotiation.
It's negotiation, and it's a good, fun game of just people being stupid. Everybody should play Cosmic Encounter at least once or twice. It is not something I want to play every day. It wears thin, but every time I've played this game, but once, I've had one bad experience with it. I love it.
What happened on that bad experience?
It was an individual that just ruined the game. They like completely.
How?
They wouldn't negotiate. They wouldn't do anything, and they
weren't into it.
They weren't into it. Their attitude towards the game made the game horrible.
Was it me?
It wasn't you. No.
Because I hate the game.
I had a lot of fun. We played the game 3 or 4 times with you.
Yeah, I know.
I've loved it each time, and you hate it.
I hate it. I despise that
but
game.
the fact is, even though you hate it, I love playing that game with you. Because
It's one of those games, as much as I hate it, once you get me in a game, I'm in it.
yes, everybody.
And I will curse you the whole way.
Yes, I love that
But
game.
I still enjoy it.
I love the fact that every game's different. You just grab. I love just everybody sitting around a table, randomly pull out some aliens, and that's just what the game is. It changes it up each and every time.
Yeah.
Love it. Cosmic Encounter.
This is the reason I hate Cosmic, though.
I have every expansion, every single expansion.
I hate the whole Aha, I've got you. No, wait. He's got a card that beats mine. Aha, but I've got a card that beats his card. Oh, but wait. This person over here has a card that beat our cards.
There's more.
But wait, I just played a card that beats all those cards. And it just goes back and forth.
I love
and I
that,
hate that
though.
crap.
I love it. Because it's more of an activity than a game. You can't take it seriously.
No.
It's just fun.
It is fun.
It is one of the best games ever made.
I'm not a good talker. I'm not good at saying why you should join me because I need you to. That's just it. I'm not good at talking, so I hate that game. I hate all negotiation games.
I love that game.
My best bet at negotiation is just to slide under the radar.
You're number 6, sir.
Oh, so I guess we're done talking about Cosmic.
What time? Yeah.
Okay. My number 6 is in a line of games that so far has yet to produce a game we don't like.
A line of games.
A line of games.
A company?
Yeah. I guess you could say that, but it's also a line of games.
A line of games?
You'll know once I say it. But it's in a line of games that we have yet to not like one of them. It is area control, card driven.
Why am I so stumped? I have no clue.
It is a Dice Tower Essentials.
Oh, you're talking about Royals?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Get down a piece of paper. We mentioned Gold West, mentioned Barony. If you want a good beginner entry-level game, better than Ticket to Ride,
oh yeah,
better than
although similar mechanics to Ticket to Ride,
similar mechanics,
card collection.
It makes me mad when I hear people talking about Ticket to Ride. It's just because it's trains.
Yeah.
If there's cubes.
You can either collect cards to place on trains, or you can collect cards to place in countries and possibly coup other players and boot them out of the country. And there's points.
I love
points.
cooing people.
And then cool. You can earn points on the initial place. And and I like that the game evolves.
Yes.
The first round is just the land rush.
Land rush. All right. So the game is basically a medieval game, a board that has Germany, Britain, France, Spain, Europe on it. And you're playing these multicolored cards to enter these particular cities in these countries. And of course, if
each country is a color.
Each country is a color.
Red, gold, blue, green.
You get into a city, you get certain victory points. You influence a person in that city, trying to get the most influence points. And it's a very simple area control game, but it changes each round.
Yes.
Like Gobby said, the first round is a gold rush. You're trying to get up there as quickly as possible. Second round, you're like trying to go for having the most influence in the country, but by the end of the second round, which the game is only 3 rounds, you end up having to go and kick people out of countries, and that's where it gets exciting.
Requires a stab card.
Yes.
A coup card. So if somebody is in a country, you can play this card that has a little dagger on it, and you can coup them out, basically, and they go into prison. So they're out, you're in.
I love that game.
The king requires 2 of those. He's a little bit different.
Royals was like my number 15 on my list, by the way.
Well, we just played it the other day, and it reinforced to me how much I like it. It is so simple. I have not played it with anyone yet that does not like it.
Royals was also on the list, as was Barony that I had on your list as well.
Okay.
I knew you love Royals. All right.
Yeah, I mean, not much of mine's going to surprise you.
Number 5.
Except for my next one.
Okay, number 5. This might surprise you because it's probably higher up on the... It's not as deep into the list as you probably would think. We just played it. Viticulture. I love...
Number 5, really?
Love Viticulture.
You've hurt me.
I love Viticulture. I know it's your number 1, probably at least your number 2.
We just played this like 30 minutes.
Yes, because every time I come over to Gobby's house, he has Viticulture out and he wants to play Viticulture. And every time I beat him, but that's okay. Because I deeply love... I love the fact that even Gobby has tried his hardest to win, even to the point of cheating, to what prompted me
Whatever!
to post...
It's not cheating unless you don't know that you're cheating.
I had to post on Board Game Geek to find out a rule clarification, which none other than Jamie Stackmeyer himself answered.
Well...
For the win, for my win.
No, because whatever.
I love Viticulture. It's a game... It's a worker placement where you're growing grapes, planting fields, growing grapes, making wine, and fulfilling orders.
I have won twice, FYI.
The hundreds of games we played.
Whatever.
And the board is very... The whole game has this very, very thematic artwork. And it is... People complain about it because it is very reliant on the cards that you get that you can play that give you a special action. But I have found that if you play... I think that 90% of the time the best player is going to win the game.
Oh, okay. Well, like this last game we played.
You put up your highest score ever.
I put up my highest score ever. However, I still love the game.
I also put up my highest score ever.
You also put up your highest score ever, unfortunately. But this last game we played...
You had some really poor cards.
All I drew for my orders to fill were 3s and 2s. That's all I could draw. And Jerry was drawing 6s and 5s.
And if you give me an order, I'm going to fill it.
And you give him an order, he's going to fill it. And I tried. I did good. And I usually... Okay, last game we played, you blew me out of the water like by 10 or 15 points. But this game, I've been playing solo, so I think that may have helped me. But I posted my high score, but Jerry still got me.
Love viticulture.
It's good every time. It's good with 2 players. It's good at every player count.
Yeah, I've not played it with a player count I did not like.
However,
I like it better at 2.
Probably so.
Love it.
I want to try it one time at 6. That's the only one we haven't played at.
I do not want to play it with 6. I like it at 2 players with the Tuscany expansion.
Yeah. I've been playing solo with the Tuscany expansion. I do not think they took that into account when they were making the solo rules because, well, for one, they forgot to add them in originally, and you have to go on BGG to find them.
My bad.
And I do not comprehend how you can beat that game solo. Even on easy, it would be a tremendous task to undertake. I'm going to try it once on the original board. Have you seen the original board since we've been using the expansion?
Yes, I have.
It looks so small and weird.
It looks different. The Tuscany expansion really did. I love the fact that Jamie made an excellent game, Jamie Stagmeyer, and then went back and realized that there were parts of it that he didn't quite like, and went back and fixed the game almost. I remember that when I first got into board gaming, when I got back into board gaming, that viticulture was all the rage, but it was hard to get. And then all of a sudden, the Tuscany expansion and the Essential Edition, all this come out. And now everybody should have viticulture. Add that to the list. You should own viticulture.
Yeah. Something I've always wanted to do, though, and it's not in the... I have the Essential Edition. They have that edition that has like the tomatoes and like other stuff you can grow. The Moors expansion, which I don't have because it doesn't come in this Tuscany Essential Edition. It's like they streamlined the edition, so probably this is the best way we could play it. The other stuff may have bloated it, added a little too much, but I still like to check it out.
I think this is Jamie's best game, in my opinion. I think it's even better than Scythe.
So then I'm assuming Scythe isn't on your list?
Scythe is not on my list.
Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
Scythe is not on my list. Scythe, though, is getting a lot of love from me because I'm currently painting Scythe. Scythe was probably my number 15, 16, somewhere down that line.
I don't even know.
Scythe is...
I don't know you.
Scythe, man. Scythe.
I don't know you. I don't approve.
I really like Scythe. There's just better area control games. There are better economic games. There's not another game that looks better than Scythe. But it's on my... it's just like I said, it's in my top 20. But I don't do top 20s.
But the board... Your player board.
I know it's so
that
good.
Action.
It's so good. It's so good, but it's just not. I almost. It was close. I need to play it more. I will say.
You broke my heart.
You've offended Italians. You've offended Japanese.
Crocky.
Cockneys.
Australia.
Everybody. And with that offense, we're going to cut this episode short. We're going to pick up on Gobby's
30 minutes.
Yep, Gobby's next
top
5. And anyways, love us on boardgamesnobs.com and on Twitter.
Shit, be quiet. Let me do this.
Okay.
You don't even know what these are.
What is this?
Love us. Please love us.
We need your love.
Go to iTunes, rate and review.
We need a 5. 5 thumbs up.
5 thumbs up, even though it's stars. 5 stars, rate and review. Check out our website, boardgamesnobs.com.
We need this.
We have a Twitter,
We have nothing in our lives.
Board Game Snobs. We have an Instagram, Board Game Snobs. We have a Tumblr. Does anybody Tumblr anymore?
I tumble.
It's a blog. Tumblr, boardgamesnobs.tumblr.com. Email us.
Yeah, send us hate mail.
boardgamesnobs@gmail.com.
Send us your top 10.
Oh, Captain Croc.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about Captain Croc.
It's been so long. Sorry, Captain Croc. We have literally not recorded anything since you won that game. Well, we did that one, but we kind of did that like immediately after and then did the next one.
But
doesn't matter.
We sent Captain Croc a game.
Captain Croc won Meeple Wars.
Yes.
And by win, he was the only person to email.
He's the only person that responded to our email, and thus he got a really crappy game that we did not like.
Have you played Meeple Wars, Captain Croc?
Email
If
us.
so, let us know what you thought about it. We didn't like it. If you liked it, let us know. That'd be nice. We hope you did. You won it. So
Yeah.
I keep saying won it. It was a competition in a sort of means because if you're the first person to email, you would have gotten it.
He was the only
He was the only person.
He was the only listener we have that has a Gmail account.
On our website and on our podcast, we do have listeners in Australia,
Yeah.
Um,
Singapore.
England, Singapore,
We're big in Brazil.
big in Brazil. Get the Brazilian love.
Anyways,
So hit us up on any of those social media. Captain Croc, congratulations. Thanks for listening. We hope you have not given up on us and listened to this one.
part 2 coming soon.
And we'll finish up our top 5 next week.
Love you.
Wait. Yeah, next. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, say that again.
Love you.
All right. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to the Board Game Snobs. Stay classy.